maibigay lahat. We request for 80 billion funding, ang binibigay lang po ngayon 10 billion. So hanggang doon na lang po talaga. And now we were told by our government that we have to look for ways and means to utilize our vacant land. Kaya nga po we are raising funds. Initially, ito pong New Bilibid Prison, which is we want to repurpose it as also a global city, and I think there will be many interested parties who want to lease our property.
So itong advertising nyo is for to invite potential lessees.
Opo, we need to publish po kasi if we invite para sa lahat na sa publication, newspaper publication, if we want to list our properties.
And I saw mayroon din kayong income generating, no? May off-budget account kayo.
Yes, Mr. Chair, meron po tayong property sa Davao. It's Tadeco, they call it Tadeco, the #1 banana producer, export. They pay us about 20 million a month for renting our almost 5,000 hectares.
Yun yung inyong income generating. Right
Opo,
now.
but that will increase because yung nga po, we are also asking appraisals or appraisers to know if whether the property that we are leasing are really on or at par with the current rate of properties that are being leased in the area.
Wala ba kayong income generating from, let's say, yung pagtatanim ng mga PDLs? Do they also generate
yun po,
income? Ayan, andun na sila.
That income goes to the PDL po.
Pero yung PDLs themselves, meron ba silang income generating?
Yun po, if they plant, let's say sa Tadeco, they receive a regular salary. Pero we do not get it. Yung pong kinikita ng PDL, naiipon po nila yon, pinapadala sa pamilya nila.
Okay, so sila rin yung trabahador?
Opo, sila po.
Doon sa Tadeco?
Opo, sila po yung nagtatanim at saka nag-harvest ng mga banana.
Nakita ko malaki. It's about 400 million. Tama ba?
It's about
the expenditure is about 442 million. Source from this it's called a revolving fund.
Opo. Fund 284. Yung binabayad po sa amin ng Tadeco, almost 20 million a month. And then over time, mabot na rin po yan ng mga 200 million plus. That's why if we can do that in one of our prison and penal farms, and we can generate in 10 regional prison farm about 20 million per month. So in due time po, we can provide for our PDLs to have better living conditions in their dormitories.
Sana ma-replicate natin yung income generating ng PDLs in other facilities kasi andun na sila no? If they can help generate their own funds through selling of crops, through agriculture, through livelihood, mas maganda. At least meron tayong revolving fund.
Yes, Mr. Chair, that's the purpose of the intent of why we are opening up our properties for lease.
Yeah. In 2026, ang projected is 365 million.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Malaki rin, ha?
Opo, sa isang kolonya pa lang po yun.
Oh, malaki rin. Malaki rin. Imagine 365, your revolving fund yun. You can use it to help the PDLs, improve your facility.
Opo, yung lahat ng pondo na po na yan is only for the use of PDL, no other purpose.
Correct. Tama. We recognize the presence of Senator J.V. Arcito. I'll go to thank you, General. I'll go to Bureau of Immigration. And
good afternoon,
yes,
Mr.
good afternoon, Commissioner.
Good afternoon, Mr. Senator.
Nakita ko in one of your projects, one of the biggest items is the expansion of e-gates.
That's correct.
And ako, pag bumabiyahe kami, o pag bumabiyahe ako, isa sa mga nanonotice ko sa mga international airports, halos sa lahat, they strive for contactless immigration. No? I think the best example will be Singapore and also Dubai na talagang wala ka ng kausap. No? Pagpasok mo doon, biometrics na lang. Paglabas mo, biometrics naman. Granted na wala kang kaso, wala kang mga issue. So, the trend is really to fully automate the entry and exits in our airports and use technology to detect anything unusual. No? So, ito bang 893 million expansion of e-gates will achieve that humanless or contactless immigration?
Yes, Your Honor. We are adopting a step-ladder approach. Maari pong initially, hindi po natin ma-achieve yung level na na-achieve na po ng mga bansang na site ninyo. But we are getting there. We are aiming for less number of seconds as far as the processing of the departure and arrival of these passengers are concerned, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, Your Honor, yung pong figure na site nyo po is, ang total po niyan is 3.2 billion.
Ako nga, malaking investment ng BI, malaking part ng BI budget is ICT, no? At almost 300 billion, 3 billion ang ICT investments.
Opo, Your Honor.
Yeah, and can you give us a description yung 3 billion kung ano yung mga investments na gagawin ninyo and ano ang resulta, no, para naman sa ating mga constituents?
Opo, Your Honor. First po, yung hardware po, which would cover all the international airports dito po sa bansa natin, except for T1 and T3. Ang Terminals 1 and 3 po, nagkaroon po ng hardware dyan through the initiative of the private sector to the NNIC. And then, kasama po dyan yung integration po ng ating systems, pag-upgrade po ng software. Tapos po, we are aiming for a more secure, reliable, and modern immigration platform, supporting both efficient service delivery and protection ng sensitive data because the sovereign function of border control remains with us. Kahit na po, ang hardware po, binili po ng private sector sa T1 and T3, border control remains within the function or sovereign function of the Bureau of Immigration. We would like to ensure that the core systems are stable, continuously updated, and safeguarded. Kahit po nagkaroon kunwari po ng problema, at least meron po kaming backup lagi po sa aming pag-maintain ng aming systems. We are in recognition of cyber threats, which we foresee to intensify globally. So we aim for sustained investment in system protection, which has become essential in preserving the integrity of immigration records and the trustworthiness of border control processes. To ensure that modernization efforts are not only implemented but consistently upheld, keeping our services secure, resilient, and aligned with emerging security requirements. Ano po itong categories ng mga improvements na na-foresee po namin? These pertain to cybersecurity and data integrity to protect our immigration systems and data from unauthorized access, cyber attacks, and tampering. Nandyan din po ang database continuity and platform reliability to ensure that the immigration database and digitized records remain intact, retrievable, compliant, and continuously operational. We also want to ensure and secure communications and connectivity to maintain secure and uninterrupted communications across all BI sites. For the information of those concerned po, for your honors, we maintain 12 international airports, 1 seaport, and 60 plus sub-port offices all over the Philippines po. We also aim for productivity and support subscriptions to support our day-to-day operations and services. Yan po ang bulk po ng aming kailangan, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner. We recognize Senator JV for his intervention.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon to the DOJ family.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Commissioner
Good afternoon.
that's a welcome development. No? At least sabi ko, we're trying to keep abreast with our, at least ASEAN neighbors. Sabi ko na chairman natin, yung convenience is very important. Very important, especially for investors and tourists alike. My question is, what is the status now of itong e-gate project natin? Is it already ongoing? Have we purchased the equipment? Sige pa.
Nag-open na po kami nung bid document, Your Honor. So we expect the notice of award to be done on or before December 5 of this year.
So within a year, siguro, we can expect that na ma-deliver na and functional as well, itong e-gates.
Opo, Your Honor. Sa naman po, sa private sector naman po, ang target po is for T1 and T3 within the year po, by December.
I remember, that, Mr. Chair, we have a radio show, the radio program ni Secretary Boying, and he mentioned to me before, yung plan, no, to have these e-gates. Kaya lang, he disapproved yung una daw po dahil mayroong naglabi na yun din po naglalabi sa ibang mga departamenta, yung nag-i-import gusto magpa-import ng 3,000, Mr. Chair. Tama ba? 3,000 na galunggong. Is it the same person that lobbied for this e-gate facility equipment?
Your Honor, meron pong company that hindi po nakapasa sa aming technical specifications. I can provide you later on with the name of the company. There was a failure for bidding sometime November of last year, so we had to practically redo the whole process. Nag-hire po kami ng isang may doctorate in machine computing sometime January, and then we also got our people from finance, internal na po sa amin, finance, the legal division, and all concerned divisions para ho to do a thorough market study which took 3 or 4 months. We are glad to say na naayon po sa technical needs and specifications ang ginawa pong market study, and eventually this became the reference, this became the basis for the terms of reference na naging na na-publish. Eventually meron po nagkaroon ng bidding process, nagkaroon po kami ng isang bidder, at we are glad to say, base po dun sa sinabit na bid, mababa po yung gastusin at magbabalik po kami sa Bureau of Treasury ng mga 400 million.
Oh, that's very welcome news, Commissioner Viado, that
Yes po.
we saved 400 million. No, that's
Yes,
safe to
po,
say,
Your Honor.
400 million for the e-gate procurement of the e-gate equipment.
Po, Your Honor.
So, thank you.
The process was live streamed. Kaya po nakita ng buong kapuluan kung ano naging proseso, Your Honor.
Sana lahat ng ahensya ganito nagsisave. Ang laking bagay. Pero parang 99% dumadagdag. So, congratulations with that, no? That's 400 million. That's a big amount that we saved, no? With the purchase of the e-gates equipment. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you rin po, Your Honor.
Thank you. Commissioner, I also welcome the investments in ICT infrastructure. Yan rin isa sa mga paniniwala ko na we can only eliminate corruption through digitalization, and we can only serve our constituents to the best, or give them the best service through digitalization as well, no, through ICT. And but nakita ko rin in your spending over the past few years, mababa ang spending ng EBMIS. I'll show on the slide. Slide 34, Carla. Mababa yung kanyang spending. 2023, 25%. 2024, only 2%. We want to support yung initiative ninyo, but